before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? Before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? Before the heaven and the earth came to existence, what was I? The my friends and the practitioner practice meditation, emphasize practicing. The more we practice, the less attachment we are. And the more we practice the correct in the skill of the practice method we are following. So the skill that the Buddha provide to fit with all of the sent being. And the Patriarch also use the skill to teach all of the practitioner. Help practitioner or help the sent being to sweep out set attachment and all of the discrimination. We the student, we are the disciple of the Buddha. We have to seriously in the practice, like serious in the study. If we like practice not seriously or study not seriously, always go to the wrong way. Like we contradict with the what Buddha teaching, the Patriarch teaching. Like we are not grateful with the triple truth, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. That we avoid the good skill. Like we just follow the illusion, self-attachment. They see all suffering, the worry and fearing. So we have to be careful in learning and practicing. Like the student who study the process of education, the teacher and family find out the skill of the student to teach and to help them to improve their skill, become a good man, a good person who can help their family, help the society, help country, help universe. If we, if that study, the student that follows the teaching from teacher or the family, they will be like destroys their future or the environment and go to the wrong way. In that example, just like in the in the background, in the public, So we have to be careful like that. In Buddhism, don't have the shadow, or don't have the frame to mention, because that just the mind. So Buddha and the patriarch provide us the belief in his own mind. Talking or the theory, understand it is easy, but the real or the strong belief in his own mind is not easy. That's why we have to practice and learning careful. The more we practice, and the more we got the Buddha idea, patriarch idea, like we got the the thesis, get the main thing what Buddha teach, the patriarch teach. Now just practice, always ask question clearly, ask the question diligently, raising doubt and maintain the doubt.
Dear all monks, all nuns, and all practitioners, for the meditation practice, we always emphasize the practice. And on the practice, we need to remember that the proper Dharma is to let go of the self. So to break through the self, to get to a complete eradicate self-attachment, we need to practice correctly. So we need to rely on the triple gems to lead us, to help us. So without the triple gems, we'll not be able to get out of our ignorance. We'll not be able to get out of our affliction and attachments. So we'll stay in the dream all the time. So we need to be we need to take precautions. So both theory and the practice, we need to have. So we need to remember that we need to have the proper view, the right view. And the proper view, the right view is to let go of the self attachment. So we practice by slowly. We will be more clear about the Buddha's teaching. So the proper view and if we practice correctly, we will have, and we will always have the thought of respect and gratitude for the triple gems. So the Buddha's teaching and the patriarchs' teachings, they always try to help us to get out of ignorance so that we can go back to our true self. So example like in education, public education, like elementary school, middle school, high school. So the school, when the students go to these schools, and the school will be able to find out what our skill is by going to school. So the people will choose their occupation, like engineering, all kind of occupations. So within the society, there are many different types of works out there. There are many people develop different types of skills. So in the school, we will be able to recognize our skills and train us to be good in that field. So that's just an example. So in the public school, also the is a very special specialties people can pursue. What he tried to say, even the society, in the family or within the community, if we're not be careful, we're not taking the mindset of be compassionate to everyone, then we might stick with the self-attachment and you try to say we need to have the mindset of being equality, having the quality thought, equality, equal. So in Buddha Dharma, we have to practice, get to the state of what we call equal enlightenment. So, like an example, like gold, when we purify the gold from soil, and when it already become gold, pure gold, it never go back to the soil. So for our practice, so written text or spoken language, it's just a skillful means, but we need to get enlightened in order to really understand. So our Buddhas, they always try to help people who practice to protect the Dharma, like Bodhisattva. so that they can maintain the Buddha's teaching, try to so there are many different vehicles in the Buddhism, like small, great vehicle, small way, but then this is the unsurpassed vehicle. So the people who practice the unsurpassed, the supreme vehicle, is like all of a sudden they get enlightenment, and this is called a certain enlightenment. So this certain enlightenment, it happens within a split second. But this has to do the person already been practicing for a long time, and they probably get help from a lot of people in the past. So for the Buddha Dharma, when we let go of everything, all the attachment, and we don't, and all of a sudden we got enlightened. So in this practice, we don't differentiate the status between people. So when we rely on the Buddha teaching, we need to reflect ourselves. We don't look at other people's wrongdoings or shortcomings. We need to really look at ourselves, reflect, always have reflections within ourselves, like looking in a mirror to see ourselves. So for the right view is to really break through the self attachment, to let go of the self. In a monastery, we have three classes, three different levels. There are a class, they can get into the second level. Other people, they can stay in the third level. So like example, like in the Buddha's teaching, it has samatha, dharma bhakti, and thiền, which is the chant. Thiền is not chant. Thiền is just meditation. So this is still considered to be a skillful means within the teaching school. So within our practice, this Dharma door, we know that there is the Buddhist teaching that has all this, but we don't lean toward this. That doesn't mean that we don't study them. That doesn't mean that we try to ignore So he just tried to say, give an analogy like when we stay in the forest, we need a map to get out. If we don't have a map, we will not be able to get out of the forest that we got lost in the forest. Get lost in the forest. So the practice is actually will let go of all attachment, especially affliction and worries, all kind of stress. So in the monastery, there are three types of levels or classes. So like a person who have a special skill, like talent, special talent, he or she can go directly to the high school. Or there are people, they can go directly, like when they're still young, they can go directly to college. So for the Buddha Dharma, for ourselves, for us, the problem is that we need to have the belief of faith in our own mind. So there are people, they don't even go to like they don't even go to school. Like the six patriarchs, he didn't study Buddha Dharma, but when he walked by the house who's reciting the Dharma Sutra, all of a sudden he got enlightened just by listening to one sentence. The sentence is like produce a thought without dwelling anywhere. So then he went and asked the person. So this guy, he knew that the six pages is very special. So he made he tried to help the six pairs by helping the six pairs mom to take by giving a goal, an amount of gold to help his mother, so the six pairs can go to the fifth patriarch to study the Buddha Dharma. So within the monastery, there are people. They have both. They learn the theory. They learn the Buddha Dharma, and they also have the practice. Keep the practice. So there are people who are only listening to the Buddha Dharma, learning the Buddha Dharma, but without the practice. And so he give an example like people like this, using the consciousness to understand Buddha Dharma without a practice. It's like having a picture of a cake, and they never get to eat the real cake, so they never understand. They never know what the Buddha Dharma is. So for us as a practitioner, when we learn the Buddha Dharma, is to strengthen our faith or belief in our own mind, so that we can bring forward, put effort in the practice. So when we put in stay with the practice constantly, then we will understand the intention of the Buddha, or have a clear understanding what the Buddha really means. So when we practice, in order to not get stuck on the way to accomplish the way, we need to make sure we attend all the Dharma discussion. Need to participate in the Dharma discussion, so that we can practice correctly. So if we participate in a Dharma discussion, and also practice constantly, be diligent in the practice, then we'll be able to let go of all attachment, or all kind of obstacle will not distract us, will not bother us. So there are people, there's another level that in the monastery, these people are always in the seclusion, and whenever they get stuck on something, they be able to go to the abbot to get advice, or to ask the abbots what they encounter, or what kind of the difficulty that they are having. But these people, they can come into the abbot's place anytime they want. So for Buddha Dharma, as a practitioners, we practice so that we can get out of duality, to get out of the three realms, so that we can be free, be at ease at all time, get to the state of liberation. Now we invite Kim Hoa to speak. Nam Takamoni Buddha, dear monks, nuns, and everyone. After I listen to this Dharma talk, for me, myself, it's very important. So it's more like we have to go to experience. It's not just a simple like when we listen to the Dharma. So when you talk, when you speak the Dharma, it's really, I really understand that is really has to do with experience, and it's real, and it's So I would like to share about my experience. So if I listened to Dharma a long ago, Master Whaley mentioned that we need to keep the practice going, keep the question, ask the question, maintain the doubt. But when I listen to him, I just believe with my brain, with my consciousness. I believe his teaching, and I know that he already got enlightened. So I believe in his teaching, but I didn't have the practice going yet. So at that point, when I was listening to his teaching, and I tried to say, okay, let's get the practice going. So I didn't really have a total belief in the practice, and so I just try to practice and try to see if it's really that way. It's really what he really meant. So I brought the forward the mind to practice, and try to put an effort in the practice by put the other things aside. So after a period of practice, so he tried to say, after listening to both Master Whaley and him, Master now, and through the experience practice, then so I think she tried to say that it getting more clear about, and then sometimes the experience something that is happening within her, and then she she feel like she feel happy, and she she have a lot of respect and gratitude to both the Master Whaley and the Master. And so she feel like through the practice and to the learning about Buddha Dharma, it's actually bring her happiness in the present moment, in the daily life.
việc học của thế gian. Tuy nhiên á, là con có một
However,
sự
I
phân vân
have
tâm của mình
this
là khi á, mà con bắt đầu là con
in my
hiểu
mind
về cái việc là cái việc mà khi mà mình đã nhận ra được cái vấn đề như vậy
when I
thì mình vẫn
recognize
mình
this
vẫn tu
the
tập
problem,
và mình vẫn
then
muốn
still
như thầy dạy
try to
làm
maintain
điều
the
đó dù
practice.
cho bất kỳ mình có thấy bất kỳ một cái gì
So, like you
bất
mentioned,
kỳ cái sự
whatever
thay
you
đổi đó
encounter, whatever
thì
you
con không có những
notice,
những cái thay đổi đó hay là
any
cái
state that you encounter,
tuy nhiên á, cái tập khí cũng giống như là cái tâm của mình á, thầy biết là tâm trộm cắp nó rất là quan trọng. Bản thân mình lừa mình liên tục nhưng mà mình không có hề nhận ra.
so
Nhưng mà khi mà
you try to say
sách tấn
the thought of the
vô
stealing
tình
mind, a mind of
cái não của
stealing.
mình á, thì lúc đó
What
sẽ
she say?
thức tỉnh.
What she try to say?
Và con
Any
không có
thought
hiểu
that
đây
coming
là
in our
một
mind.
chuyện đơn là ở Phật pháp tu tập chỉ cần công phu tu tập thôi, là mình cứ lấy cái việc đó là mình cứ tu và những cái đó là mình sẽ làm được. Tại vì khi mà mình đạt được rồi một cái sự mà nhìn nhận á, thì tự nhiên cái tâm của mình nó lại bị chấp vào và mình có một cái sự đắc. Nhưng mà con không có nhận ra được cái điều đó luôn. Thì khi mà mấy ngày nay á, thầy dạy về cái việc là dạy miết mấy ngày liên tục á, thì tự nhiên á, con rất là giống như cái hồi chuông cho chính bản thân mình á.
So,
Tại con thấy rằng là
what she
chỉ có cái tâm phân biệt dù có đúng có tốt đi nữa cũng là đã là cái tâm phân biệt, là đã phân biệt thì là đã không có đúng rồi. Thì con là xin
So in the past few days, she really understand deeply about the practice because long ago, when she recognized a state or when she encounters states, she feel like she have attained something. But then after the past few days, anything that come up in the mind, she now understand more clearly, and just to let go and keep the practice going. So the masters that thank her about the sharing. The pages mentioned like picking up a brick to knock on the door. So it's like asking the question. A question doesn't have any flavor, any taste, but just keep doing it. So it's like knock on the door, not just one lifetime. Just keep doing it from life to life, from this lifetime to many lifetimes ahead of us in the future. Eventually, we'll get to that state, to the enlightenment state. So what do you say? The reason why we talk, we keep give Dhamma talk, Dhamma discussion, because we also we have many habits, many sickness. So we need to understand the skillful means, the teaching from the Buddha and from the patriarchs. It's like a parent, they try to discipline us so that we become a better person, a good person. So our practice, we need to be careful and take so both the learning and practice, we need to have it. Time's up. Namo Sakamuni.